We also did something that was helpful to me. I remember very early on, before I even began to work on the film, we went to a movie or two together, and we would talk afterwards about how the how the music had functioned in the film, and talk about it. So it helped me tune into his artistic vision about this kind of thing. He was extremely gracious with his time to bring a neophyte up to speed in this idiom. We also had kind of similar tastes in terms of film scorers in the past that we really liked. We both were huge fans of Bernard Herrmann. I loved Jerry Goldsmith, as did Phil. I particularly have been very moved by the music of Miklos Rozsa. I love Ennio Morricone, and more recently, Howard Shore has knocked me out.
Yeah, he just did the same thing for me with Lord of the Rings score, which is one of my favorite scores of pretty much the last 10, 15 years.
It's a great score. The first time I ever heard him was the movie Scanners. Did you see that?
David Cronenberg movie, yes.
Yeah, that's a marvelous, riveting score, I thought.
So he was familiar with your work as a jazz musician?
Yes.
And that's what got you the job?
Yeah. I think he was also intrigued with the fact that I was a psychiatrist, that I could tune into the theme of urban paranoia in this movie, and that I could understand this movie as a metaphor for a paranoid society where you don't know who you can trust.
Now, speaking of psychiatrists, I noticed that you're wearing the same wristband as Leonard Nimoy does in the movie.
Well, this is true, but this is just a spurious coincidence in that Leonard Nimoy's special little wrist accoutrement was purposely left totally ambiguous. It was never stated why he wore it, and it was just this kind of unusual affectation that added a little mystery to him, but it was never clear why he was wearing it. I'm wearing this because I hurt my thumb. As mundane as that.
So
it's not really an emblem of being a psychiatrist.
No, it's not really. Okay. It's not one of your marks of the trade.
Right.
What do you think of his portrayal of a psychiatrist?
Well, I thought it was rather humorous. I mean, it had some wonderful kind of new agey, sardonic elements to it. I mean, the whole idea of a psychiatrist ostensibly as being someone you could really trust, being a pod from very early on in this film, it's just wonderful irony.